Fine.
Yeah. In our daily life, we will take many decisions. It is the decisions that we take based on the situations, based on our situations. For example, if we consider when we want to go to upstairs, we may take the lift or by chance we may go by stairs. That is depending upon our situation. Like this, while writing a program, we will take many decisions and the flow of program will go on by giving some conditional statements. So now today I am going to discuss conditional and looping statements in basic 256. What do you mean by conditional looping statements in basic 256? So see here, first of all, what do you mean by basic 256? Basic 256 is beginners systematic means symbolic instruction code. All purpose business all purpose systematic instruction code. It is developed for high school and middle class students, and this was developed by Microsoft. It is like one programming language for easy purpose. Its main focus is to create a simple and comprehensive platform for students to write code. The creation of this basic 256 is inspired by one article written by David Grimm in 2007. Why Johnny can't code? Here Johnny in the sense a student. Why he is not able to write simple code in a program. So inspired by this article, Microsoft has took the initiation to create one programming language for high school students. And this basic 256 is one simple programming language, and also it is compatible in both Windows operating system and in Linux operating system. As my vision for students, Windows operating system will be very easy as it is a user-friendly operating system. It is a GUI interface. Mainly they will work on the screens, Windows. And if we see in a computer, there are three parts. One is OS, operating system. And next one is application server like. Application server or system. And another one is a database system. This OS in the sense operating system. It is a backend process. Operating system, we cannot see the operating system. It is a backend process, and also the database system is also a backend process. Our front-end process is application system. The things, the programs what we write, we can see on the screen. That is what our application system. And these both operating system and database system are back-end process, and this application system is the front-end process here. So here in the sense, when coming to this conditional looping statements, the decisions, the flow of program, the execution of program will depend upon the statements or conditions we are giving. So here, first of all, conditional statements. What are the conditional statements? These conditional statements are known as control statements. Conditional statements are also known as control statements. These conditional statements are known as control statements because they will control the flow of execution of the program. The program will be executed with certain conditions, as if like to know the syntax. Syntax is nothing but set of instructions given to a computer. Syntax is nothing but set of instructions given to a computer, given by a programmer to the computer to write a program. So here for syntax, conditional statements. In these conditional statements are two types, that are if then statement and if then else statement. If then statement and if then else statement. Here if then statement senses here, if the condition applies, if the condition what we gave is true, means a set of instructions will be executed. Otherwise the if loop will end there. And if then else statement is, if the condition what we gave applies to be true, the program execution will continue. Else the execution will take the next statement after the else condition. So I will show you the syntax for if then else statement. If then statement. Condition, then statement to be executed. Just I will show you one simple program for this. While applying if then statement, I have got one program. Just I am knowing here if I am eligible to vote or not. What is the condition for voting? Our age should be greater than or equal to 18. So if we enter here input, enter the age. Input in the sense we are giving some instructions to the computer. The data what we are entering is known as the input. Here input enter the age. We will give age here some 19 or something. 19 here, it will check the condition here. The execution will start here and the condition will be checked. The if condition will be checked here. Age greater than or equal to 18. It will compare the age here. We gave our input 19. So 19 is greater than or equal to 18. Then it will come to the next statement, that is a print statement. In this print statement, you are if the condition applies to be true. Here the condition is applied true here. So you are eligible to vote. This sentence will be displayed in our output. So we will be giving the input as a age, and we will get the output. If the age applied is greater than or equal to 18 means we will get the output as you are eligible to vote. So the flow chart will be becomes true, the set of statement will be executed. Otherwise, the end if statement will terminate. So the control will comes out of the program and display the output. In the same way, in the if then else statement. Here it is a simple, just it is a continuation of this if then statement. If then else statement, else condition also will be checked here. Here we know if the condition is true, the statement will be executed. If it is false, what it will happen? So after else, if we give one more statement like if here age is greater than or equal to 18, print you are eligible to vote. Else statement also we can give here. Else print you are not eligible to vote. You are not eligible to vote. So the controller, if the control checks the condition here, age greater than or equal to 18, it will continue print you are eligible to vote. Again, if we give our age as 16 or something, first the condition will be checked here. Condition will be checked here. Age greater than or equal to 16 is less than 18. So the loop will comes out of the if condition. It will check the else statement. Else, what is the statement to be printed? You are not eligible to vote. So the output will be displayed as you are not eligible to vote. And this is the conditional statements. These statements are used only in two situations: if then else conditions. And in the same way, we are having the looping statements. Looping statements are nothing but when the conditions need to be checked so many number of times. When the conditions need to be checked so many number of times. So for example, if we want to write one table, if we want to write a table, till 100 tables we have to write. 100 tables if we write means what is the time taken? It will take more time, and also the more database is allocated, more memory is also utilized. So to avoid this such type of situations, looping statements came into form. These looping statements are nothing but once if we give our condition, the loop continues to run. The loop continues to run within the statements. Only when the condition applied, becomes false, loop comes out of the program and next statement will be executed. Loop will be terminated there. Looping statements are known as conditional control statements. Conditional statements are known as control statements. Here looping statements are known as conditional control statements. Looping statements are also two types. One is first, next, and one more is while and while. Here for next. Here in the sense for next statement is when we know the count, when we know how many times the loop should run. When we know the starting point and ending point, then we can use for next statement. For next statement will be used when we know the starting point and ending point. If we know the count, number of times the loop should rotate or the loop should run. And this while and while is, we don't know the count, how many times the loop should run. In such situations, while and while statement will be used. Here for next statement is, I will show you the flowchart for next statement. Here for next statement we have to give one initialization variable, that is counter variable. This counter variable is nothing but it counts the number of iterations made, number of times the loop will run within the execution of the program. So here initialization variable should be something that we should give one value to it, whether it is n or any alphabet. So here for next statement syntax is here, see here. For example, here for condition syntax is for condition next statement counter variable will be incremented. Here I will show you one simple program for this. If we want to print numbers from 1 to 15, if we want to print numbers from 1 to 15, here we are giving the initialization variable for starting variable and ending variable. Our starting variable is 1 and ending variable is 15. So we want to print 1 to 15. First we should give our initialization variable, that is n equal to 1 to 15. So our starting number is 1 and our ending number is 15. We want to print 1 to 15 numbers and then we are giving one counter variable. Our counter variable is n here. And for that next, for condition, what should be our condition here? N greater than 15. N greater than 15 here. So what will happen? Incremented variable will be incremented here. N plus
less than 15, right?
Less than 15. N will be incremented here. So and then print the number. Our n value will be incremented and next here our next statement will be next n. And see here, it will take first here n value to be 1. If it checks the condition here 1. If n is less than or equal to 15, 1 is less than 15, so it will get incremented here. N plus in the sense one value will be incremented. So 1 will be incremented to and next number, print the number, this next number will be printed. And next n means here, next n statement in the sense next n is n value is 2. Again it will go for the loop. It will check the condition here, 2 less than 15. Again 2 will be incremented, 3. Next to print that 3 will be printed here and the 3 again it will go and check the condition. This loop continues until the condition is satisfied here. Once the condition is satisfied and once the condition or when it becomes false, it terminates the loop and it will come out. The control will come out and execute the output. This is the program code for next statement. And our next looping statement is while and while. Here The difference for this first, next and while is, here we know how many times the loop should run. 15 times it will run here. But here we don't know the count. We don't know the count how many times the loop will run. So here we cannot predict. So we will give, this is called as conditional control statement. So while is used when we don't know the count value, counter value or count value. And the syntax for this while is, for both we have to give the initialization. Here we have to print 5 numbers, 1 to 5 numbers. But we will not give 5 here. End of the loop we will not give. We will give only starting of the loop here. N equal to 1, like that we will give. So syntax will be while condition is true, then the statements to be executed. Until when the condition falls, the loop will comes out and end the while statement. So I will show you simple one program for this. To print the numbers from n equal to 1 to 5, the last number, ending number we are not giving here. So we will be giving the initialization number n equal to 1. We don't know how many times the loop should run here. So while condition we have to give n less than 5. While n less than 5, n will get incremented here. N plus. Until if we give the condition here n equal to n plus 1, this will check out this condition. Here see, while n less than 5, first it will take one value. It will check here. Next n plus value will be incremented. Here what it will become 2. Here your n value will be 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 is less than 5. Again it will come. Again it will get incremented. Again the condition is checked. Like this until the condition becomes false, this loop will continuous. And once this condition applied is become false, the loop will terminate and control comes out of the program and the output will be displayed. These are the conditional looping statements in basic 250. Thank you.